Let's come a little bit. Jude. Sit. He's going to do it.
That's right. That's it.
That's what I was. This is another person. That's good.
Bang. Okay. Now, bang. Okay. When I go here, then I sit down. Spear, back fist, step in the elbow. I'm stepping on the inside, right? Trent. Now, because this is already twisted, I'm going to work right behind his elbow. This is a tricep tendon, okay? That will cause him to do this, okay? Now, when I come back from here, I'm going to touch my chest so I can clear it and hit him right where the barber makes the cut right here, right?
Bang.
Bang. Now what makes a difference is my boom. Now when we go to do the Puta Kapala, this is very dangerous. So I'm glad it's a small class. Most Puta Kapala, we just turn the head and flip it. I want to elongate his neck, push his head back, and turn his back this way. That puts a lot of pressure on the shoulder blades. And I elongate it. Right, tap it, take it. Okay, he ought to be out. He's not out, but he's stunned. When I elongate his neck and compress it back, it works on the nerves in the spine. When I turn this arm over, I still have his other knees I can work, but I can just really get rid of them. Okay?
Coming in here, and Guru steps back, the heel shoots out. By moving in here, I want you to tell everybody what you feel from this. Move back. Here, you still can recuperate here. Put your hand here. No, underneath the palm, and just point a little bit that way. But take me with it. That's it. So all he has to do is take me off my base. 5 more times. So he comes in, I go 1, 2, 3, steps back, and I walk in here. That's all he needs. Now with this one, he moves heel toe. Where are you?
I'm still
Now move back.
Yeah.
Heel toe. See what I mean?
This is rude.
What you're doing is you're moving. I have the technique here, see? But in here, which is bad here. Here, and I hit. This is outside. He moves back. See? I follow that line that he threw out straight into the hand, and I'm already outside because of the movement. He moves back. Here. See where you're at?
It's going to come on your basic entry to come in and strike, step with your right leg, and then adjust your foot and turn your shoulder into him. That will be an elbow strike or whatever. So I'm going to go walk through curriculum. Like we were cliff shoulder earlier. Can you step around here, please? We should cliff shoulder from someone one or whatever, someone. Bring that into your body. You secure that arm. So you pull down, you put that on the ribs, and you pull that down. That hurts. Turn the foot out, senpak, which is behind. Block the bottom, which would be the third dimension. Now the upper body is going to turn on its own. So just that rotation is a weightless sort of, it doesn't require any strength. Okay, so I'll keep it at that pace so it'll kill away.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you come in, position, choose your targets, trap, and I'll go into trapping sometime in the future. We adjust. My soup, as Horacio says. Control that arm, secure it. Senpak, keep your back straight. See the foot, and just turn the upper body. No matter how big the guy is, you adjust your feet, small. secure the arm, and again, this is happening quick, this is all separate. So when I push this out and I bring this in, that secures the body a little better. I'm going to start this rotation with my foot and step block straight on that line, keeping my back straight. Right?
Yeah. We call it I-25.
There you go. And
Awesome.
see when I lock the bottom, now the upper body turns. Real slow. I can do this very nonchalant. Pretend your arms are spaghetti and you're really weak. All you need is want to get in there on the inside. I'm already doing damage. I got all kinds of techniques here already that I'm going to do, but I want to dominate that space. My shoulder will trap the arm. Even if he's grabbing my shoulder, doesn't matter. I got that secure. Oh, sorry. Okay. And then I finish up. That's right. Where the body is, so where this is, break that center. See, this is real nonchalant. I can be real, and I use it to illustrate the lightness. It's not going to take a whole lot, right? The lightness of this technique. That makes sense? It looks fake, right? Yes, sir. Yeah, punch, right leg deep. There you go. Elbow to chest. Yeah. Secure the arm first, and then we step off, because that moves his body. You step off back to the wall. Your left leg back like this. Your other left leg. Yeah, left leg back, and face me. There you go. Lock the bottom, turn and face me.
Here, put that in the thing.
All the way.
Step in deep.
Yes, sir.
Like you said, center.
Like your clips it earlier? Do that. Get that. Lock that. Yeah, so that's secure. Step up straight back and turn all the way to the mirror. Turn all the way. Perfect.
Hit, and I want to move at this angle. The elbow is going to be here after the strikes in case he grabs my shoulder off here. This gives me this kind of line. So for the first entry, okay, see, that automatically throws this out. This gives me this. In case you see the knee a little bit close, lift the knee through. That movement there will take that out. So what I want, so now here, the hand, instead of retracting back, will fold to the next center and your body will masupin. If you bring it back for the rotation, it'll bring him with you, which is wrong. So slowly, whether you do this, the entry's here, my alignment is at 45 degrees, my elbow drops, which drops him, just by doing this kind of pangan hand here. So this gives me reach. This rotation also will upset here. See how my strike's in here? What I'm doing now is I'm striking, but at the same time I want to have the adhesion. When I have the adhesion so I can change his body alignment, also shift his weight around. Okay? So if you hit here, the same thing. The garis will glide and reset so my strike can root him down. So feel your weight going down. So this, for the second hand that's coming in, will give me the strike. See how he's coming right in? He's giving me the coil for that strike. And instead of throwing them out, your body's going down. You got it? Right here? So the strike's in here. Now the salvo part comes with the turn or the change. There you go. There, now you can perform whatever samba you're going to do. See his body shifts? That little step tells you that you are rooting it. So here, strike, open. So everything that strikes open. There's your elbow. Instead of using it now as a strike, I'm using it as a garis. I'm splitting them open, and I shift the weight here. Gives me a hard strike or whatever I want to do. You understand what I mean? Now, in case we want to go into a samba 2 for us, would be a head manipulation. When I hit here and I rotate, I kick this lever up. This is one of the activations that the guru was doing. Moving in, trapping. I have the snap and I have the rotation. You're taking some of the alignments out by doing what we call a badam garis. That means the body's gliding. Step back. Now the sound that comes in when you approach the lever. Let's say we come in and we have that one. Okay? This here, the rotation, gives me the extension of this for my palm bladder strike. Or whatever technique I want to do here, locking, whatever. But you have to apply the angle. You good?
Yeah.
Or you back. You good? Okay, so this separates this and also pulls out the 3 heads. Gives me a perfect alignment for this to shoot. You feel it there? Yeah. If I don't do this, there's nothing there. Body alignment is here. The kicking is here. The turning is here. So basic one, same thing, lever. This that the guru was doing is good. Excellent move on the hip, on the 2 gallbladder, and the stomach 5. Instead of turning it for variation, we're going to bring it down this way. This route to the 3-dimensional for that to happen. So first break, second break, then the hand heels to drop the weight, compress this. So you can up a little. 1, 2, 3. In this case, I'm going to hit, go on the bottom with the elbow. Instead of taking any of these, I'm going to drop it with the palm and drop the weight down. This gives me the shoulder alignment, so I can come in here, collarbone, break, and get it. See, the body has always taken a step. Here, instead of descending my foot, I'm going to come in here with a compression. Rotation, here, feel it? Okay, very slow. So, 2, inside. Coiling wise, this the same thing. I drop the elbow down, bring it into the center. Drop into the center. Pull your hand in, pull it in. Now, you see how it drops it there? All I need is to rotate here. That gives me that. Okay? Strike. All I have to do is compress here, and we have an alignment here. Okay? It's a lot of stuff to cover, but slow. 1, 2. Dropping here also, instead of hyperextension, I'm going to drop my weight with the breathing. So here, so you can see, straight. My rotation's here, so I can check, move here. All I gotta do is roll back in the line, see that? So if I'm taking this line, and the guy adjusts, move, all I do is drop the line, follow the line with the elbow, root it here, it drops his weight. He's gonna lift up. Yeah, and this is cool. You do the same thing from that or this. Look at the movement here. The touching of the strike brings him here. Pull in the head. More adhesion than this. This would tighten your head. This, you have multiple lines of people. So when slow, here, thumb here, drop, instead of turning it, put it hard, instead of turning it, dropping it here with the weight. There. Now you have the rotation to touch and peel and lock. Okay? Go here, and I hit here. This happens fast, but I'm breaking it out. You feel it going in? Mm-hmm. If I don't roll here and I do this, tighten it up. Can I go a little bit? Yeah, go ahead. There you go. He's a strong guy. He's a good player. But if I roll here and I do this, what does it happen?
It's better.
It's a little one. It's opening up the line. Now, my strike for the lung will be the same thing. I hit here and I roll. Here comes my strike. My movement will be here. Turn, drop, and I have the line. See? And the lock is inside. Also, okay? I'll be back. Okay. So left, come in. Here. Left, come in. So hit, move. This checks the line right away, but this in reality is striking and moving. Moving here, step back, because that will give me a live play. Okay? This will check the line. If I move it here, he moves, rotate or something. Rotate or do something like move it. There you go. There you go. See? That's what you want. Then you go here. You follow the line that he opens up here. So it's a give and take kind of thing. This is good, but like the gurus were saying, it has its limitations. It's not something that teaches you position. If we're going to go there and we move here and we have this contact and punch straight out like this, tighten it up, don't let me get this. That means this side here is freeze. So my knee comes up and the heel gives me that small movement. I'm moving from always the second area that's away from our contact. Move back. His body's always shift. Move. I move this here, needs half of his movement as a tracker. I hit, he moves back, he brings me right inside. This is following this from here or here. Okay? Slow. So he comes in here. So the strikes are inside. Notice that my hands, if I go, it's here. the movement's inside. He steps back, I come inside. Here we have the first samba. Let's say I plant right on the chest, plant on the chest and move here. Now I can step here and use sacrum. Sacrum or cage foot. My movement's here and I'm checking that heel. All I do is bring it straight down. And we have the line. Here, right. So here, good. Try it. And lock. Second line. Okay? But everything notice that left, the same thing. Alignment here or here. This is what you want. Step back. Or there you go. Good? What I did is just lock that part out. This gives me massive strikes, locking and trapping. Oh, watch out for that. No, we just painted it. That's right. Yeah, let's go very slow.
Hey,
Please,
paint job.
yeah,
Don't mess up the paint
you
job.
know what I'm saying? Here, again. Here. Punch underneath. There you go. See? Setting up the line when it's coming underneath. I follow this. I do not do this. I follow this. This gives me the whole rotation. Start moving slow so you can see. See? No, right here. Move slow. If I do this, I'm late. All you gotta do is bring your knee a little bit down. Still clip me. Go. There you go. I follow this. This has to uncoil. This gives me the move to drop them. My kicking now can take place in my trap. And I'm here, see? That gives him a very bad fall. Any kind of fall where he can do this, just go slow. Any kind of fall where he can do this, he can drag me in. So like, that's why the gurus were here. Very tight and close, okay? Let's play a little bit with that, and then we're gonna go manja pop. So, inside or outside, doesn't matter. And this, notice that this is coming in and dropping. Do it fast. He's inside, he's bringing me inside, fast. There you go, see how he's bringing my hand inside? It's what we call a piggyback. In and out. Because most people will do this. Nobody will do this. So I come, fast. There you go, see how my hand's inside? He's bringing me home. And once I do this, I can come in and I do whatever I want to do. Left hand, right hand, whatever. But remember, rotation-wise, he starts rotating. There you go. See? That gives me that. I eliminated half of the body's rotation. Gives me uncoiling power also for my Sambo 3 or Jude technique. See? You feel that? Good. And if I bring the hand up, what do you feel there? Very bad. Okay? Very slow down.
Okay, stuff like you could release all that stuff and you have flexibility, right? This kind of yeah. Then I can release that stuff, and then we're open to do our thing, right? And if I compress, I hold, I lock, level change,
Same thing.
compress, right? So yeah, part of that release of that pressure. Then I try to stop it first, and then that allows.
You just release them right there.
Release
See that,
it.
guys?
Then I got
Beautiful.
knee holds, right? And I can finish up, right? Okay, so let's try it. Basic figure four, release.
Yeah.
Wrist grab, the feet grabs the wrist. Simple turning. Oh, you went the other way. Okay. Simple.
Well, you
You gotta flow there, right? So if he's grabbing whatever, you always know, like your pothongs or your song slots, I can't grab hard. I can go either or. Then your locks are there, right? I can go the other way and reach. I want to come on the inside and Guru, Errol was doing that earlier with the knife. I can control that. It'll take a whole lot.
When I wrap with my thumb up, then I get a reaction. Okay? So I wrap it, put it against my chest, and flex it. And we went around on top, flexed it, and did that. Now I'm going to come here, boom, 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 and I'm going to go under and bring it out. Lock it, and I'm going to pull his shoulder. I'm not going to press it, I'm going to pull his shoulder forward, right? Pull it up and push it away. Right? One more time. Lock it, roll it. He's waiting.
Let's wait for it.
And I'm going to push it away. Okay. Can I knee him in? No. Can I chop him? No.
You
Can
can
I
tell
knee
me or
him?
you can't do that.
You can't do it because it might hurt him. You can't do it. Can I step in? Can I step? I'm not going to do it. Okay, but I'm saying there's always options. But the secret of this one is that when I come here, that I come up, lock it, and this is locked right on top and pulling. He's already set. I'm just going to push his shoulder away. Okay, let's go.
Boom, guys.
Everybody shake their head, but boom, 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 boom. He did on the inside. Well, I'm gonna toss it, and now I'm on the outside, right? I get my leverage, I don't put it on top of my shoulder, I put it just on the side of my shoulder, and then I flex my shoulder up, right? Step around, put it through. Same principle, just on the outside. One time. And the reason that I go here, because I bump it. When I hit him on top of the side of the shoulder, I bump it. That takes his balance. So when I come around,
I don't think you guys are really
teach you a little stuff now. Another pull. When I wrap under, now I'm going to attack it high on the wrist, and I'm going to roll this. Okay? And now with the same principle I did before, this comes up, and I'm going to pull down on the elbow. That locks him in place to do whatever else I need to do. This is good when you have to just control people. Right? Okay. Now, it goes protection, right? That's the beauty. Right here.
Doesn't expect it.
Right there.
Right here.
I want to be able to do this. See how the tip of the blade whips up? This screw is center there. Also connects me, start moving your head back. That's what I mean. I don't really want to peel his hand, but I want to just lock in there so he brings me back home. See? My blade cuts right across this. 1, 2. The stab comes here, my rotation comes from my hip. See that? The reason why I'm doing this is because he has another blade. If I have another cut. There you go. See how the hand flares out? That displaces that. Base angle lever. Next thing I do is my suit, cut, push. My blade's towards me, so when I move my hip, what is it doing? Yeah, my body's here, the blade's here. So here's the kidney. You good?